G'day, welcome to This Week in Downhill. Although maybe I should start calling it some of the things that happened in downhill since the last time I made one of these videos. But anyway, we're here, we're still talking about stuff that's happened in the last week or so. Yeah, we'll jump straight into it. First thing I wanted to talk about was a video from King Barua. We talked about one of his videos a few weeks ago about wood booger. He just uploaded another video all about things that happened at the Reddish knob Outlaw back in May. Yeah, similar style to the wood booger one, like a B-roll kind of thing, so a lot of the non-skating shenanigans that went along at the event. But he's doing a really great job editing these things. They're really cinematic and quite enjoyable to watch. Yeah, if you're on the East Coast and you haven't been to the knob, definitely check out the video. It gives a good idea of the vibe of the event. And then maybe you'll be keen to check out the knob next time and come along. The second video I wanted to talk about was Evan Toon posted a reel on Instagram with GRC, and it was like clips from GRC last year. Just got me really hyped because I've already registered for GRC, and I'm getting really excited to go down in September. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Like, if you didn't make it to GRC last year, check out the clip. It really shows you like kind of what it was like to be there and skating and getting amongst it. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you there in September. Okay, moving into community related topics. Obviously the big thing that happened about a week and a half ago was the race in Italy was cancelled. The WDSC race was cancelled sort of halfway through racing. A lot of people have been talking about it. There's a lot of stuff been going around. I watched the video that the guy from WDSC did, where he sat down and kind of explained everything that happened. It was really insightful, and I haven't really been following a ton of the stuff closely, so just hearing that point of view was interesting. It's obviously a shame with having Kozakov cancelled before it happened, and now this event also being cancelled before it was completed. Obviously a bit of a rocky start for the WDSC racing sort of tournament for the year. It'll be interesting to see sort of where they go from here. If you kind of miss all of that and you're not aware of any of the racing side of things, the WDSC is sort of trying to start like an actual racing circuit, to start like an actual world championship for downhill and try and make it a bit more official and more formal than downhill racing has been sort of before, I guess. He was explaining like they were wanting to start getting towards like streaming every race and having more like of a higher quality of like events and stuff like that. And so obviously, yeah, pretty disappointing that it was cancelled, but it was for safety reasons. A lot of the riders actually voted for it. I think they actually put it to a vote, and the riders decided they didn't want to complete the race because some people were getting hurt and just there wasn't enough safety features on the track. So yeah, we'll see what happens as far as the races go. They still had a few more planned for the year. There was supposed to be one in the States, and there's supposed to be the race in Turkey, the same one they did last year. And I think there's one more that I'm missing that they were supposed to be doing this year. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens with that. Hopefully it can kind of still happen. There's a lot of strain on like the downhill scene to try and figure things out. People want events and people are showing up to events, but there's not really the people there to host them or the funding to kind of host them because it's not very easy to do it. But yeah, pretty sad. We'll see what happens from here. On a more positive note, Nate Blackburn over in Seattle has been posting quite a bit, basically talking about like big sessions. And he posted this really cool video on Instagram. Like, it's like, I don't know, like 20 skaters or more all coming down a hill at the same time, and he's sort of voiced over it saying like, come and skate with us, saying like, if you're in the Seattle area and you want to skate, to hit him up and he'll add you to the group chat that they have, I guess like a text group chat, and they're like super inclusive, like anyone can come. They just trying to have big sessions pretty regularly over the summer. But yeah, if you're in Seattle, in the Washington area, or if you're just passing through, definitely hit up Nate on Instagram and try and get to one of those sessions. It looks like a great time. I don't know, it's always cool skating with more people, but yeah, pretty awesome to see that. I don't know, I kind of put this in the community category, but Seismic posted a photo of Scoot. It's just like him holding a massive box of cord wheels, and yeah, I guess I could have put that in gear, but it's more of like a community thing. I just thought that was really cool because a lot of this like media you see out there these days is all about the racing and the big events and stuff, and then you just get to see like one of the best skaters in the world grinning with like a box of cored wheels. I'm like, that's what it's about, like having fun, coring wheels, doing thane lines. So that photo got me stoked and I thought I'd share it. All right, let's talk about some events. We obviously was just talking about the Italy race. There's a whole bunch of stuff going down in Europe at the moment, and KNK Longboard Camp actually just started today, the 25th of July. It's going all week, ending on July 30th. If you don't know what KNK is, it's like this beautiful road that's like, it just has these switchbacks going down this like face of a cliff. It's really, really cool. You know, in previous years and stuff, they've done a no pause down race. So it's like they have a race, but you can't put your pucks on the ground. You have to do all stand-up slides. Yeah, it looks like a really cool course. They camp there for a week and they just skate down this road like all day, every day for a week straight. Pretty awesome. Definitely a bucket list event for me, but yeah, so hopefully we'll start seeing some really cool clips of everyone skating over there this week. In sort of more like local to me, Ryder is going to be hosting an Outlaw in a couple of weeks. It's going to be in upstate New York. Yeah, so if you are in the northeast kind of New England area, or if you're close enough that you could come for a weekend, we're going to be having an Outlaw in yeah, upstate New York. It should be really fun. We're trying to keep it a little bit low key, so you can hit me up if you want to be included, or if you want to get like added to the event page on Facebook, then definitely let me know. I've got a couple of weeks before that happens. I think it was August 6th is the date of the actual race. At the moment it's looking like we're not going to get a U-Haul because we don't want to get blown out of the spot, and we're just going to hike runs. But yeah, if you think you're going to be in the upstate New York area in a couple of weeks, or yeah, you just want to come along and you're from New England, hit me up and I'll add you to the event. It'd be really cool to see you out there. And I guess the last thing to mention event-wise was this weekend, just a couple of days ago, in Ohio, they had King of Clee, which was a cool event that they've hosted. I think it's been going for a few years, where they just have a weekend. It's like a big skate session, but it's a bit more organized. They have a bit of a loose schedule of like the different roads they're gonna skate and the kind of difficulties the roads will be. Yeah, and they just have a fun time skating, and they end the weekend off with a race. So it looks like those guys had a really great time, and yeah, cool to see just like events going on around the place. All right, moving over into gear and company related news. Mitch Thompson and Andy Etch Pro Models just went live on the website. I mentioned them in TWID several weeks ago, so I think that was when his pro model got announced with Pantheon. That's Mitch Thompson's, and so I think it was only just like this week, or you know, whenever this post went up, the one that I have here, that the boards were actually available. I don't think I saw them available before that date. So yeah, you can now get the Mitch Thompson Pro model from Pantheon, and the Andy Etch Pro model is, I was reading through and it looks like it's pretty much the same as the Pantheon Tortuga, but it's just a different construction. They've like taken out the urethane rails and that kind of stuff. So now it's a more simple construction and making it a cheaper board to own, but it's a similar style to the Tortuga, which was Andy Etch's previous pro model. Yeah, it's pretty cool. 2 new boards on the market. It's small boards, racy boards. Yeah, hopefully we start seeing some more freeride boards soon, but anyway, that's pretty cool. And the last thing I wanted to mention is Rogue Trucks just dropped some more of their gold slalom trucks. I think I saw the post like 2 hours ago or something saying they have them in stock again. Yeah, super interesting. They're obviously cranking up on their production because they just released the ZM1s, the Zach Maiden Pro models. There's also a couple of videos of Zach Maiden explaining the ZM1s, sort of like, I don't know why they're different and things like that. So yeah, more Rogue trucks of the slaloms out now. Yeah, I've also seen some information sort of breaking down the difference between the gold slaloms and the ZM1s and helping people decide which ones to pick. They're both for racing, I guess, is the easiest way, but yeah. But yeah, that was some of the things that happened in the amount of time since the last time I made one of these videos. I should really try and actually get them to being once a week, you know, then I can actually stay true to the name of This Week in Downhill. But yeah, as always, everything I talked about will have links in the description below. I'm sure I missed a ton of stuff this week, so let me know in the comments what I missed. Yeah, thanks for watching.